you doing today, good viber? Okay, I have some lemon ginger tea with a little bit of butterfly pea flower, and it's mixed together and it created this beautiful murky color, and it tastes delicious. Okay. That's feeling very good in my tummy. So, I'm live and I just wanted to vibe with you. I'm getting ready for the day. We're going to be creating beautiful things today, full of love, full of intention. And I figured you also may be getting ready to create beautiful things today. And so it is time to create beautiful things, my friend. All right, so in like 30 minutes, I'll be going out the door to work on a proposal for the garden, to learn more about growing community gardens and how different community members can help. So I'm pretty excited about that. So I figured, why not just start? And I've organized, like, I've been up for a good amount of time, so I've kind of cleaned up my space. I got dressed, I ate breakfast, I watered some of my plants. It's raining outside, so I feel like you should water them a little extra. But they're feeling good. They're feeling good. And I figured, why not start with seeing if I can make a golf ball keychain real fast. We'll see how fast this is. Guys, I'm so happy that I organized my space. Like, just these little things, little things. I had a few of these containers. I filled one up with seeds. And I filled another one up with business cards, and that was really helpful. And I'm so happy. It's like, well, life is being organized, so let's see. I find a lot of golf balls. Working on a golf course, taking care of their gardens, you just find a lot of random stuff. And some of them are cool. Like, I really like this color. I think it's a really cool, and will make a really cool keychain. So y'all don't want to know where I find them. I find them in the muck, in the mud, deep in the dark ditches of the dirt. But you know, they clean up pretty nicely, and this is what I do. Okay, we're praying to God right now. Yes. Sometimes it's easier to like put the hook in the golf ball. Sometimes it's harder. I know that golf balls have different hardnesses. Y'all are gonna watch me struggle. This is me getting ready for the day. Imagine this is like a ritual every day. I have to retrieve one golf ball and put a little hook in it. That would be insanity, but that's what we're doing. Let's see if we can do it. I know we can do it. I know we can do it. I'm just using this massive plier to help apply a little bit of pressure as we screw it in. And it's helping. It's definitely helping. If you are watching this, I'm doing this because I'm hoping somebody will be like, amateur, there's a better way to put hooks in golf balls. Although, honestly, if I really wanted to, I would have titled this video, and there will be a video of just me screwing golf balls, because I'm not the biggest fan of golf for the environmental impact, but that's besides the point. Neither here nor there. that could be fixed if people cared enough. There's this ginormous golf tournament that's happening next year, and I have a plan to make a whole bunch of these to distribute. I think they will be very good. Okay, as you can see, we've done it. There we go. Yay! All right. Now let's just add the other stuff, and that's golf ball number 1. I already know that this golf ball, I just have a feeling this one is shiny. This one is matte. This is shiny. It's gonna slip right off of it. We'll see though, we'll see. I'm pretty happy. You know, 1 golf ball a day is how it's gonna go. Let's finish it. We're not done yet. I'm getting good at making golf ball keychains. I actually have one to give to someone that's helping with the garden, and she found the golf ball, and I offered to take it and to make a keychain. There's just golf balls everywhere. There's a shooting range directly opposite of the community garden where the golf ball came from, so that's that. Yay! All right, sweet. All right, we got a golf ball keychain. If you're seeing this, please feel free to go to around your local golf courses, preferably the public ones where you're allowed to like walk on the land and it's not technically trespassing, and just look for a couple golf balls. You'll find them. You'll find them in the thickets, in the bushes. Don't go too deep and know what poison ivy looks like. Anyways, done. We're good. Another one. This is the first green golf ball keychain. I'm very happy. Okay. Sweet. Now what? I'm really getting all of my crafting things out of the way. I think it clears up my mind and it makes me feel more productive for the rest of the day. I just feel like, yo, I'm not thinking about the golf balls anymore. I'm thinking about, let's see if we can do the other one because I feel confident. I'm already kind of a spread. Let's see, time check. Okay. I've almost spent 10 minutes on one golf ball, but let's see. Okay, this one is pretty cool because it says chaos. I think this is going to make a good golf keychain. These are technically the same hardnesses. They're both 3 or densities. I really don't know how they choose to name these things. Let's see. Yeah, I think the one I have is good. Okay. So I tried to use my hands. That did not work. So back at it again with the plier. One hand with the plier. One hand on that golf ball real good. And we press. Oh my god. Okay. Let's make sure we get it. That's good. Okay. There must be a better way to do this, but for the sake of art. And it's kind of working. Like, it's kind of working. You just have to get a good grip. And press it. Y'all don't know. Maybe the veins in my head are popping out, but I'm like, I'm pressing this in, okay? We're really trying to impermeate this golf ball. Alright, I feel like the title of this video and what I'm doing, it's so funny. I feel like I'm violating golf balls to create something beautiful, but really they're beautiful in their own weird, unique way. This lump of plastic and metal deep inside, I think, the core. Great. We're just screwing them in. And this is how you make golf ball keychains, you know? For those of us who who just have golf balls lying around, this is what you do with them. Or you play golf, but if you don't really want to play golf, this is probably the best thing to do. So we will see. Okay. Done. Thank you. I think I'm getting better at it. You guys did not see the first attempts at making golf ball keychains, but they were rough. They were a lot rougher than this. What's up, Grand Strategist? Yeah, you know, I like to spontaneously go live. I try to switch it up, but I find it's nice to go live in the morning before things get too chaotic. You know, we're just setting up ourselves for the day. So for me, one of the things, that's crazy, bro. Gotta get out of the closet. Okay. All right, sweet. This is the last golf ball keychain we're doing for today. You know, oh my god, the jump ring. Thank you, Lord. I have eyes. I found it. These are like the little things in the morning I've been enjoying doing. Before things get a little bit crazy, it's nice. So, you know, when else am I going to have time to make golf ball keychains to go on with the day? This is a part of my challenge to hand make 80% of my gifts this year. So I want to, you know, make things that people can use. Oh, Lord have mercy. All right, this one doesn't want to go on the golf ball. And things that are... This one is definitely maybe one of the more impractical ones. I mean, unless you like a really big golf ball on your keychain, which I do have a giant golf ball on my keychain, and let me tell you, it does make it a little harder for them to fit in your pocket. If you want to put your keys in your pocket, you better have extra space for a golf ball, because golf balls they're a little hefty, they're a little big. Nice. Sweet. All right. So yeah, I like this one though. I found it. It says chaos, and I was like, yeah, that's cool. That is cool. I like that it says something that's... A lot of them are just like the brand. So I was like, I mean, that may as well be the brand, but 2 golf balls done. Let's go. All right. This is so relaxing, man. So I've been slowly making them because I work at a golf course and I want to give a whole bunch of golf ball keychains to the people that work there. So that's my idea, and of course to other people as well, like my siblings and stuff. So that's why we're doing this. And yeah, honestly, the amount of golf balls that I find while tending to the gardens, I have like over 200, and it's kind of disturbing. There's so many. Like, people really just, once they can't see it anymore, it's gone. So they become mine, and then I make them into keychains and give them to people. So that's what's happening here. Okay. All right, craft number 1 done. Keychains done. I'm gonna be bringing this one to the sustainability manager. She's been really helpful, and she found the golf ball, and I told her I'd make it into a keychain. So that's hers. I'm very happy. Oh, we're done with the golf balls for now. Okay. I think we have... Yes, we got time to do a little resin encapsulating with the bugs. I finally sorted out the bugs that I have. I think some of you already know Alex. Here's Alex. Alex is kind of being dried. Their wing got clipped. They had a rough life. So for the last few weeks of their life, we nurtured them. But yeah, now the wing that's underneath the parchment paper is just getting flat, and that's their good wing. And I kind of wanted to leave this one, give it like a 3D effect, like it's flying. So the Alex, she will be flying. It is a she. There's something about the dots in a certain part of the wing that shares. It's a she. She's a she. Okay, so y'all are gonna be coming down with me soon. Let me just see what we're gonna get out here for this. Okay. I'm just gonna bring you down. This is pretty chill, honestly. I'm not doing anything crazy. I accidentally turned off my whole iPad for a second. I'm using my iPad so I can take my phone and go. Okay. So here I have some cube silicone molds for the resin. I have a container with different bugs, more bugs. I think you know what we're gonna do, but if you don't, I got you, fam. Look at my socks. Okay. You can't even see my sock, I mean, unless I do this. I think it's just a theme. Okay, we're gonna have to clean out a little bit. So we'll clean out, we'll do what we can. Yeah, I see some good bugs, so just taking a piece of paper towel, cleaning these. And yeah, I think it's important to take time to just create stuff and play. For me, this whole journey of making golf ball keychains and encapsulating bugs in resin, and even, you know, in a couple of minutes, like 10-15 minutes, I'll be getting ready to go on the road to go over a proposal for the community garden and the management plan. It's all like creating these little things that I kind of think are silly. You know, they take a little bit of time, but I don't think we realize just how important the time that you take to play and create. Just create, just to play. It doesn't mean that it's gonna be the best thing ever, but it can be quite fun. Okay, so let's see what we have here. I actually think, I have a feeling, I think I have one more mold somewhere. Like, interesting. I'll find it. I'll find it. Yes. Okay, Elizabeth April, love her. She's great. And yep. She's pretty good. Oh, thank you. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Elizabeth April, that's a part of her mission. She is a strong channel, and she communicates often to the Galactic Federation. I had some unpleasant experiences a couple years ago with them, I would say, in terms of they were being, let's just say, they were trying to override my channel with communication, and some would say that's schizophrenic, because it was like, yo, I don't want to be hearing voices, but I'm hearing voices, and like, why are you guys talking to me right now, kind of vibe. And so, honestly, I just told them, like, I don't want you to just like randomly contact me. Like, I don't appreciate that form of communication, and the communication stopped altogether. And that was pretty cool. Pretty cool. So sometimes it just takes a little conversation to reach an agreement in your own head. All right. Okay, this is looking nice and clean. Let's see. I'm gonna do like these two, I think. I have one for this So this is like a solidarity bee that my sister found on the ground. She's not a big bug fan in general, but she saw it, and she knows I like to preserve bugs that I find passed away. So that's how that happened. And this one is gonna be a tiny yellow jacket, because we had a yellow jacket nest. And so I kept on finding dead yellow jackets in my room, and some of them were alive. I would just wake up and I just hear them flying above my head. Thankfully, I did not get stung or anything, but that was quite interesting. So I found a lot of those. So I have a lot of those. Let's see if there's anything in here. I have a hoverfly. Yeah, there's some interesting stuff in here. I have a stink bug. Guys, I used to not like bugs. They used to creep me out. And then one day I was walking from my class, and I saw a dead moth on the stairs, and whatever possessed me to pick it up I picked it up. I put it in my glasses case because that was the only place I thought it wouldn't get crushed. It didn't. And yeah, now it's here. And it was like one of the first kind of like buggies that we made. I say we. It's just me, honestly, but you know, that was really cool. And so I've been, for whatever reason, accumulating bugs, and now I know why, I guess. This is the reason. So let's see. I am looking for ones that kind of look like I like the bee theme. Let's see. Like eventually mites, you know, will come and they'll start to eat them. So it's good to get them preserved, or like I see a lot of people put them in the fridge so they're not as crispy. I do not do all of that. You see my methods. They are not anything crazy. And yeah, we get by. Okay. Thank you, bugs. But yeah, I like to think that the bugs that I have, they want to be preserved, and so they find their way to me before they die. And then I get the fun job of preserving these little guys. And I think it'd be so cool if, like, you go to, and like a gravestone is actually like a preserved body part, like you just see it in resin. I don't know. That's a little weird. So we're gonna stop thinking about that. Okay, let's go ahead and grab our supplies now, which is really just a measuring spoon for equal parts and a mixing cup. All right, clean this up. Okay. These are just yogurt containers that I have kind of cleaned up. Some of them are a little dusty, and I'll be using this to mix the resin. Y'all should wear gloves. I should wear gloves. I usually just have a piece of paper towel. I'll put on my glove for good measure. So the gloves. I've probably used this glove a couple of times at this point. Probably like 2 or 3 times. I'll just reuse, because because I'm not doing anything that requires me to be sterile. So I'll usually reuse the gloves until they break, and I am very happy. I think it's good. So let's go ahead. Let's put good amount of, there you go, guys. You get to see the pouring of, this is the resin, and then I'm gonna put in the hardener, and we'll go from there. Sometimes I like to put the bottles side by side to see if I'm actually pouring them in equally, or if I have a heavy hand. I think with A, just checking. Okay, we'll see when I pour in. Okay. Yeah, it's pretty equal for the most part. You know, could be a little better. Okay. I think like B is a little bit more than A. I think that's because I pour in A first and there's still like a little residue, and then there's B. So I've been practicing just pouring a little bit more B. All right, nobody really needs to know unless they want. So now I take my mixing stick, which is, honestly, I'm just using like old food packaging because it can do so much. It can live so many lives. Put that stick there, and now we're gonna mix for about technically 2 minutes. I see something that's like, that might be a leg. If that is a leg. Just keep it in my finger for now. This is why we wear gloves. So in the past, when I first started playing with resin, I was doing it in a greenhouse. I wasn't stirring it enough, and we had this big torch, and I was like accidentally burning the specimens inside, because as you see, some of them it will still be exposed, and it wasn't curing. It was like it was pretty much a disaster, and I realized this was all because I just wasn't stirring enough. And there's like a sweet spot. You don't want a whole bunch of bubbles, so we're just playing with it. You do big circles, little circles. I'm looking at the time because I'm like, yo, you're almost done. Okay. Sweet. Okay. Alright. Alright, we're gonna leave that there for a second. Wiping my hands. I'm checking the time because I know that's gonna, my phone timer is probably gonna go off well, we got like 19 seconds before it goes off. And that's pretty cool. I did X that out because honestly, I'm aware of the time. So we're gonna let that stay. We're gonna let that chill for like a minute, and then we'll pour it in. Just letting some of the air bubbles that we created to go to the top. Sweet. Okay. Just gonna move these, keep them in order. Nice. That is done. Nice. These are extras. This is looking like it's getting there. Some things that can help: fire, heat, if I want to get a blow dryer and blow it. Sometimes I spray a little bit of rubbing alcohol, and that's what I'm going to do today. I think it does change the composition, so I try not to add too much. Let's go ahead and grab the alcohol. Okay, there we go. Yeah, we're gonna still want this glove until the end. Okay. Okay, this is what I do. Just gonna. I sprayed the surface, and it's crazy. Like, the bubbles pop. Kind of reminds me of soap in that way. And then I also spray the bugs. I don't know. I think it helps with like adhering. So there are less air pockets around them. And I'm going to take a moment for most of that to evaporate. Tap, tap, tap. There are going to be a couple of little air bubbles, but we will live with that. Okay, it's time. I'm going to start with the big one because the little one's going to fill up fast and it does not need that much. So, sayonara. Okay, there we go. That's like halfway. And we're going to adjust. And this one is like halfway. Like, the little one is so tiny. Alright. So, they have air in them. These little bugs, their little bug bodies have air. So they float right to the top. So what we're going to have to do, I don't know if you can see, we're just going to move them. So once I've poured most everything, it's okay if there's some left in there, it will harden. I'm just going to adjust their bodies accordingly. You can't see this, but their bodies are being adjusted. And yeah, that looks good. I just guess I don't like them to be like pressed up against any side. I think it's easier to view them when they're like centered as much as possible. Okay, so that's too big. Let me grab the toothpick. There's a toothpick in here. Taking this and adjusting this little guy. That is a lightning bug. Okay, so we chose a, looks like some kind of bee, celerity bee that goes underground, and a lightning bug. Those are what we we have encapsulated. Okay, sweet. All right, so I'm gonna take the gloves off. Put those, and I'll show you what they look like. All right. That's that, my friends. I'm just gonna let this harden. It's gonna take like 8 hours for them to fully harden. So that's cool. I'm gonna give one last spray just to get as many air bubbles. Hopefully they'll come, most of them will come to the top and they will settle into their new homes. Of course, I also want to like just move you before you harden. Thank you so much for trusting me with your bug body. I hope that you are enjoying the afterlife. All right, sweet. So that was pretty good, pretty productive. And now it's time for me to go and create that proposal. So thank you so much for joining. I hope to see you in another video, one that will hopefully be more coherent, but I appreciate you spending some time and company, and yeah, I'm really happy with what we created today. So thank you for keeping me accountable on this journey, and I'll see you in the next video. God bless. Namaste. Bye, Alex.